What's going on, everybody? My name is Chris. I'd like to welcome you to Borrowed Time. We're in my shed. It's the only fucking place in the world that I have that's quiet, that I can do this fucking shit. A little bit about myself. I'm a recovering addict, and I use the umbrella term addict here because I was hooked on every drug in the book, man. Started out painkillers, fucking Oxycontin, Opanas, morphine, all that shit. Started smoking heroin, then I started shooting meth and heroin for a lot of years. I've spent a few years on the streets. I've been homeless. I lived in my car. I lived on the streets minus the car. This particular story takes place 6 or 7 years ago. Beginning to my demise was 2018. I was pretty much homeless the whole year. In and out of jail. My grandpa died. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I relapsed pretty hard after he passed away. A couple years in a row, I was in jail right before my birthday and ended up getting out. So I got arrested. I had a fucking bullshit warrant. I had to do a few fucking days. And my dumbass tried to fucking sneak some heroin into jail in my ass. Got caught. I ended up serving it about 7 months. I'd get out in the summertime. I think it was July. It's crazy because I probably looked like a lying piece of shit. Because the whole time I was in jail, in my mind I was going to get clean. I didn't do heroin for a while, but I started shooting speed within a few days and getting out. Some fucking female, you know how that goes. So anyway, within months it'd just be a fucking spy. I was shooting speed, dude. I was out of my fucking mind. I had a gun in the seat. I left the windows down, and we ran into the Golden Corral, into the restaurant. Looking out the window, man, the cops, fucking SAC sheriffs came. They were hella deep, just swarmed my car. And I reported the car stolen. Obviously, then my car got towed, and that would have been the night that I relapsed. And I say my mom remembers this because she had gotten my car at an impact. The next few months would be heroin. I was living in my car, running around, running amok, and I ended up getting sick, man. I was staying at my boy Travis's house for a few days. I maybe pneumonia. I ended up in the hospital a few times with pneumonia when I was on the streets. You can hang out here on the couch or whatever until you get right. But it just kept getting worse. Fuck my inhaler, fucking do a shot of heroin and go back to sleep. So anyway, I ended up walking out to my car to get a bag of Rigs and I collapsed. I fainted. Homegirl I was with called 911 and he had to take me to Sutter Roseville. When I got to Sutter Roseville, I was there. I was in the ICU for a couple weeks where I had bilateral pneumonia, and later on I'd find out I had a potentially fatal heart condition called endocarditis, where basically I had an infectious vegetation growing inside my heart valve. Fucking crazy, right? Told that about a 50% surviving, and I'm pretty sure those odds were thanks to Longoria, surgeon that saved my life. It's a wizard with the fucking scalpel, man. I was in Sutter Roseville for about 3 weeks. I was intubated most of that time. I couldn't even talk to my family. So imagine if I was saying goodbye, I wouldn't even be able to talk to them. And they told me I had that heart condition, and it was kind of terrifying because I wasn't really expected to live. The odds were definitely stacked against me. So basically, when they first told me about it, the doctor said, so you have a potentially fatal heart condition, and it's very likely that it's going to kill you. However, if you have open heart surgery and we fucking remove the fucking shit and repair your heart valve, and you'll have a better chance of surviving. And I was like, oh, so are we going to do that? Of course I couldn't speak. The only way I could communicate with my family or the doctors was pen and paper, write down what I wanted to say. So anyway, where was I? Chaplain even came to see me. Chaplain was basically, you need to get right with God, kid, because this is it. Damn. Gives me chills, man. Gives me chills. So anyway, they tell me this, and by the way, we don't know, we can't find a doctor that's willing to do the surgery. Wait, not a lot of doctors like to do this surgery because generally endocarditis is very commonly associated with IV drug use, and that's the whole part about it, I guess. So anyway, the next day, the doctor came back and was like, hey, check it out. We found a doctor that's willing to do your heart surgery, but he's not at this hospital. He's at Sutter General in downtown Sacramento. So I had to get up every day and sit down and do exercises to get my lung strength up so they could take the tube out. I was intubated for almost 3 weeks, but I had to get unintubated to take the ambulance ride to anyway. So I went to Sutter General downtown Sacramento, and that's when I met Dr. James Longoria. Honestly, this guy's bedside manner really leaves something to be desired, because he just serves it to you how it is, man. And he's like, so you have a potentially fatal infection in your tricuspid valve, and it's very likely that it's going to kill you. However, we're going to do this surgery. It is open heart. I got a fucking crazy fucking scar, and basically they're going to fucking remove the vegetation and repair my tricuspid valve. And there's a good chance that you're not going to wake up. 50-50 chance. So it's kind of a flip of a coin, man. I don't know, maybe the odds were worse than that, and that's just what he told me. Who knows? But I was mentally preparing myself to be my last breath, man. I don't know. Excuse me. I woke up from the surgery. There's a nurse standing over me. Sweet little Filipino lady. She asked me if I was okay, and I nodded. I gave her a thumbs up. Again, I was intubated, so I couldn't talk. And she's like, "You want some pain medication or whatever?" And it was nighttime. Anyway, I made a full recovery some way, just in time for COVID. I ended up relapsing a year later, and that would be a couple more dark years in my life, man. I'd fall victim to fentanyl, man. I was a heroin addict, method heroin addict for most of my life, but after the pandemic, all the heroin disappeared and everybody started doing fentanyl, man. And goddamn, man, fentanyl is a fucking motherfucker, man. It's the number one killer in the country, ladies and gentlemen. Kills more people than drunk driving, car accidents, and gun violence combined. I lost a few really close friends to me because of fentanyl. Rest in peace. Moment of silence to my homies. First off, Corey Hines. Rest in peace, Annie Bang. Rest in peace, Rob. Rest in peace, Rob Early. I miss you guys. Rest in peace. Anyway, I'd like to take a minute to talk about what I'm trying to do here. Now, I've done a lot of fucked up shit while I was using it on the streets. A lot of shit that eventually I'm gonna have to answer for someday, but maybe if I could turn all those years me using and living that fucked up life, if I could turn it into something good and help some people, man, maybe it'll be, I have the opportunity to make some good out of it. I got an opportunity to turn it into something good, and basically Borrowed Time is just a way for me to share my unique story with the world, man. And eventually, hopefully, if it ends up going somewhere, maybe I could help you get your story out there too. Borrowed Time's here for addicts of all shapes and sizes, except for the sake of this video. Anyway, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that little bell button, you know what I'm saying, so you can know when I drop videos and shit. And so